Skinny Holloway 17, back with another EP. Y'all do your boy a favor, y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time, greatly appreciate you sliding through. If it's your first time, do your boy solid. Don't make it your last time. Hit that subscription button as well. We talk this good comeback sports every single day, not just today. There's boxing, MMA, and all the other sports in between. Today we're here to talk about. First thing I want to say about this card is, if I'm not mistaken, this card is gonna be in Japan. You know what I mean? So this card is going to be on about. I think the first fight on this card pops off at 4 in the morning. Let me double check that. The first fight on this UFC card is a prelim. Starts 4 in the morning. It starts at 4:10 a.m. Central Time. So if you're on Eastern Time, 4:10, that'll be 5:10. This card starts at 5 in the morning Eastern Time, 4 in the morning if you Central Time, and if you on Vegas time, what that'll be about 2 in the morning, 1 or 2 in the morning. You know what I mean? So this UFC card gonna have everybody up. You know what I mean? Extremely early. I myself, I be up anyway. You know what I mean? That early. So I'm just gonna have to. I'm gonna be not going to sleep right around that time. But it's I'm not going to parlay all of these fights, right? Got two different parlays. So yeah, I got a fight parlay. I'm gonna parlay about 8 of these fights, and then I got another parlay right with the underdogs. I'm gonna take a couple of those dogs, right? We gonna put us together something nice, and I'm gonna let y'all see, you know what I mean, what I'm working with on that thing. But let's go and get into it. I don't want to hold up too much more of y'all time, right? So we gonna start off with the first prelim on the card, right? Let me go to it because I already put this in here. We gonna start with the here we go. No, that's one. But okay, we gonna start with the first prelim on the card. Chow. I'm trying to make sure did I not. Yep, I did. Singwoo Chow versus Jarno Earns. It's either Earns or Earns, right? I think it's Earns. You know what I mean? But we got Chow versus Earns or Ring, right? In this fight, I'm leaning towards Chow. Chow's the more experienced, you know what I mean, of the two. More UFC experience. This would be Earns' first fight in the UFC, if I'm not mistaken. I know Chow, he hasn't had a win in about a year or so, right? But been in some close fights throughout the year. I'm expecting Chow to finally break through this time. You know what I mean? This gonna be a kickboxing matchup, basically, right? Chow is a slightly better kickboxer than Ernst, and he's a much better grappler, right? So I favor him if they do lock up in the clinch, right? And I favor him kickboxing. Ernst has a punch of chains in this, right? Chow can't get chin, right? But I'm pretty confident, you know what I mean, that Chow should get this win over Ernst, and first win in about he'll get his first win in about a year or so. Not he hasn't not earned the win, right? Because he's a bad fighter himself, right? He's lost to some pretty quality guys, but I think the UFC kind of really throwing him a bone with this one, right? So I feel pretty good, you know what I mean, about Chow in this one. So we got Chow in that first fight over Ernst, right? That'll be the opening bout. So we're gonna take Chow in that first fight. We go scroll down, right? Ling Nate and JJ Aldrich. I'm not going to put this fight. I'm not going to put this fight in a parlay, right? The odds on it are not worth it. I don't got enough confidence in Ling Nate to take her as an underdog, and I don't really got enough confidence in JJ Aldrich combined with her betting line, right, to put it in my parlay. But for my people who want to know, I take JJ Aldrich to win that fight. Now I'm not gonna put in the parlay, but for my people listening, right, JJ Aldrich to win that fight. Chow is going in the parlay. Going to put the parlay up at the end, at the end of me, doing the rundown. Right, the next fight we got Billy Goff versus Yusaka Kinoshita. Kinoshita is coming off a loss in his last fight, in which he was the favorite, which he is in this fight, right? Kinoshita in golf. There should be a pretty entertaining battle. I'm expecting a stand-up fight, right? I think these guys are going to come in banging. The odds are pretty close, minus 148 for Yoshida, Billy Golf plus 116. I think Kinoshita gets the win in this, right? In a highly entertaining fight. I think those guys go bang it out. I think Kinoshita very well could, get a knockout here, right? I'm going to lean towards Kinoshita. I think pound for pound, he's the harder hitter, of the two. And I think he's going to come in, ready to avenge his loss from his last fight, right? I think Kinoshita gets the win over Billy Golf. So we got Kinoshita over Billy Golf. So far we got Chow, and then we got Kinoshita. And for the people that want to know, I picked I didn't put JJ Aldridge's name in the parlay because not really that confident in it. But if you're wondering who I got JJ Aldridge in that, right? She should win, right? Not overly confident in it, but she should win. But in our parlay so far, we got Chow, Kinoshita. Then we got Larondo Badayo, and then we got Son Keenan. I'm going to lean Badayo on this. I think Badayo is just a level above, you know what I mean, Son King in this. I think this is going to be, one of the, the easier hits for us, right, on this parlay, right, in Badayo. So I got Badayo over Keenan. I think he's better than, Keenan, on standing up. Think he's better than him if they lock up, right? I think he finishes. I think he finishes Keenan, right, and I think he does it impressively, right? So I got Badayo in that one over Keenan. Feel like there should be a chance for Badayo to show, what he got in that thing. And then we're going to head to we got Cheaty. We got Cheaty and Micah, right? I'm gonna butcher both of these guys' last name, right? But we got Cheaty and Joe and I'm gonna butcher his name. What is it? Njoku. I'm ready to call him Njoku, like the tight end in the NFL, but that's not his name. Njoku. His name is Njoku. Njokuna. That's his name. Njokuni. Njokini. Right. I'm ready to call him Njoku, like the football player. But we got Shidi Njokina. He's a stand-up fighter, kickboxer type guy, long ranger fighter. I like King Joe. I be butchering. I'm gonna call him Sheedy, right? That's his name. That was we call him in the UFC. What they call him on the UFC. I'm gonna call him Sheedy. We got Sheedy versus Michael Oja Linjetu. Oleg Kinjachuk. That's his name. Oleg Kinjachuk. Michael Oleg Kinjachuk. So we got Sheedy and Michael. We got Sheedy and Jokina. And we got Michael Olashijachuk, right? Olashijachuk and Jokinu. And Jokini. And Jokini and Ola and Jachuk. Boy, they be having some names in the MMA, right? But I digress. In that fight, I'm not even picking the winner, right? We leaving them at the parlay, right? I feel like that fight too close to call. That fight is hard as to pick as it is to say those two guys' last name. You know what I mean? And Shetty and Micah, right? Ola and Jachuk and Joku Canoe. Joku Kina, right? And Joku Kina. So we gonna stay away from that one altogether, right? If you asking me to pick it, I think that's a toss-up fight, right? I'd probably go Shady and Jokina, right, in that longer range of your fighter. He's this fight is basically at even odds, right? He minus 102 to minus 125. It's a pick 'em fight, right? I'd probably take Sheedy because he's longer, rangier. He'll be able to get to Michael first. But Michael tough, right? But we not gonna mess with that fight as far as the betting tip go, right? I feel like that fight right there too close to call. So in our betting slip right now, we got Chow, we got Kinoshita, and we got Badeo, right? And we go bypass the I'm gonna say it one more time. The Oleg Cash and Jake Olin Kale. This nigga name is Olin Kashi. Man, look. Shetty and Michael, goddamn it. Shetty and Michael, right? So we go bypass the Shetty and Michael fight, right? That fight gonna be as hard as to predict as it is to say those two guys' last names. But I digress. We go to the Kazama and the Armfield fight, right? guys' names who's a little easier to say, right? Because I'm in Arnfield, and that fight, this is more like this kind of a prospect fight, right? I think Arnfield is better, the better all around fighter than Kuzama in this one. Pretty confident about this one as well, right? I'm confident in the Chow pick. I'm confident in the Kinoshita pick, and I'm extremely confident in the Bajayao pick, right? This is another one of these picks that I'm confident in, which is why we putting them in here, right? So far we got Chow, Kinoshita, Badeo in the parlay, and then we got Arnfield. And this is my winners parlay, and I'm gonna let y'all know about the underdog parlay at the end of that, right? So we got Arnfield over Kuzama. I think Arnfield better than him. I think he's the just better all around fighter. And I think that's another one of those showcase fights, those highlight fights where they kind of want Arnfield, to show what he got. So I got Arnfield over Kuzama in that one. We got Cortez Acosta, former boxer. I know my boxing people are like that. Cortez Acosta. We got him over Brzezinski, right? I think Cortez Acosta is just, the sharper, more explosive, faster athlete. He had a great jab, bigger fighter. I just think, Lucas Brzezinski is just going to be a step behind Cortez Acosta. And I think Cortez Acosta possibly could stop him, right? But most definitely, I think Cortez Acosta is going to win that fight, right? So we go add Cortez Acosta in our parlay as well, right? So we got Chow, Kinoshita, Badeo, Arnfield, and Acosta right now in a parlay. And if you're wondering, who I got in the fights that I didn't put in, because I'm not overly confident in JJ Aldrich and her parlay. I mean, in her betting line, really not that great. Minus 720. I left her out, but I take JJ Aldrich to win that fight, but take it with a grain of salt because I don't really trust JJ Aldrich like that. And then in the Shetty and Michael fight and Joe Kuna and Shetty and Joe Kuna and Michael Oleg Shejo. And that fight, I'm not putting that fight in there for the exact opposite of the reason that I'm not putting the lane name JJ Aldrich fight in there, because their fight is too close to call. That's a pick'em fight, right? I take Shetty. You know what I mean? But we gonna leave it at the parlay. But in the parlay, we got Chow, Kinoshita, Badeo, Arnfield, and Acosta. Those are the guys we got in the those are the guys we got on the prelim, right? We go head to the main card. On the main card, we go start from top to bottom, right? We're not going to take the Ryan Spann Anthony Smith fight right now. We're not going to take the Caresses versus Chukadasian fight right now, right? We're not going to take the Nakamura versus Garcia fight right now. We go skip on up in our parlay, right? I'm going to come back to those fights, right? I'm gonna come back to those fights because I got an underdog parlay, that I'm gonna run down for y'all in just a second. So we go over it, just not right now. So y'all just hold on, right? So we go skip up, to the main and the co-main closer to that, right? We got Aaron Blanchfield and Tyler Santos in that fight. I'm going to take Aaron Blanchfield. I think that fight is going the distance. I think Aaron Blanchfield wins that fight by split decision. I see it becoming a wrestling match, right? And that's going to favor Blanchfield. I see it being an ugly fight. Blanchfield is going to try to use the size. She's going to use the wrestling. You know what I mean? I think she's going to be able to edge out a decision over Santos in the extremely close fight. I think it's going to be a good fight, but I think Blanchfield pulls it off. So we're going to add Blanchfield to the parlay as well, right? So we got Aaron Blanchfield for the win in the close fight. We got Aaron Blanchfield. Hold on, wait. There we go. All right, we got Aaron Blanchfield in the close win over Santos in that fight, right? We go head up to Junior Tafia and Parker Porter. And again, all these fights right now, are straight up. No Memphis right now. No Memphis, so all these are straight up. We go head up to Junior Tafa versus Parker Porter. We're going Junior Tafa in that fight, right? I feel like Tafa is the better fighter, much younger fighter. more explosive fighter. Feel like Parker Porter's going to be outmatched, and the odds are pretty close on it, right? Taffa probably knocks him out. We go take him straight up, for parlay sakes, right? We got Taffa over Porter, right? And then the main event, Max Holloway versus Jung, the Korean Zombie. Korean Zombie is a fan favorite, right? This very well could be his last fight. I'm not sure how many people are really giving him a chance in this, right? I'm not one of them. Max Holloway is one of the better fighters that the UFC has seen, right? Max Holloway is the heavy favorite in his main event fight, and as he should be, right? Uh, and this fight is really is really going to come down to whether Max Holloway is going to knock him out or is going to go to a decision, right? But we're going to take Max Holloway straight up. You know what I mean? To round that out, parlay that'll be an 8 leg, right? We got Chow, Kinoshita, Badeo, Arnfield, Acosta, Blanchfield, Taffa, and Holloway, right? So that's the parlay right there, right? That's the first parlay. You know what I mean? Those are my winners right now. I got an underdog play I want for you. And I'm calling it an underdog because I got one underdog in here and I got a couple methods, right? But my underdog, right? My underdog fight for the day. My underdog for the day, man, is it's a fight in here, right? It's a fight in here. Jiga, Chucka, Chuckadege. I say Chuckadege. I'm thinking the other dude. Chuckadege, right? Versus Alex Caresses. Caresses versus Chuckadege. Chuckadege is the favorite -260. Alex Caressi is the underdog in that fight, right? Chuckadege is basically a kickboxer. Alex Caressi he has some kickboxing, right? But he's a master of the ground game. If this fight stays on his feet, right, then I see, Chuckadege winning the fight. He possibly could knock Caresses out, right? But if Caresses he comes in like he normally does, he mixes up his game. You know what I mean? And if he gets this fight to the ground, I give him the edge on the ground. Does Alex Caresses, right? I'm going Alex Caresses, man, as my underdog. You know what I mean? Today, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I think he comes out with his style. He confuses. He confuses Chuckadege. I mean, he confuses Chuckadege a little bit. Chuckadege a little bit. And I think Alex Caresses make this a difficult fight for him. I think he makes it a grappling type fight. And if it becomes a grappling type fight, then I edge Caresses in this fight, man. I think Caresses is coming off a big win. In his last fight, he's been looking great. Bruce Leroy, he's been looking great. I think he's finally coming into his own. And I think right now, is the time where he's going to step up and he's going to, finally break into that next level of fighter. You know what I mean? When it comes to the UFC, he has the physical advantages in this fight, and I see him being, you know what I mean, a heck of an underdog in this fight. If y'all want to, if y'all looking for a dog in this fight, take Alex Caresses. You know what I mean? Take Alex Caresses. So this is I'm about to put together my underdog, you know what I mean, parlay for y'all. Alex Caresses, of course, right? My first dog of the day. I think he wins that fight in a competitive fight, right? So my underdog parlay. I'm trying to close these out for y'all in about 4 minutes, right? My underdog parlay, we got Caresses, right? We're going to take Alex Caresses, right? And we're going to go back with Acosta, Badeo, right? So we got Paresis, Acosta, and Badeo, right? 3-hitter. 5 wins you 50, right? So I mean every 5 wins you 50, so 10 to win 100, right? And now I'm about to run down. Now I'm about to run down all the winners I got. For my gamblers, right? About to run down all my winners, all the winners that I got. Not just the parlays, right? About to run down all the winners for the people who like that kind of thing. Right. So in the prelims, I got Chow, Aldrich, I got Chow, Aldrich, Kinoshita, Deo, oh yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Shetty, and I'm gonna go Shetty and Jokani, man. I'm gonna go Shetty and Jokani in that one. All right. All right. Arnfield. And this everybody from my, in the coast. Costa. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so there's 7 fights on the prelim right there. All right. Go ahead to the main card. We're gonna start from the bottom. Ryan Spann versus Anthony Smith. You know what I mean? I'm going Ryan Spann, man. I'm going Ryan Spann over Smith. Talking all winners, right? Of course, I'm going Carasis. That's my dog. Bruce Leroy, my underdog. Right? We're going Nakamura, of course. Nakamura in the easy fight. Easy win, I should say, right? Nakamura, of course. Blanchfield, right? Blanchfield's in the parlay. And this is simply for, we got Tafa, right? And this is simply for my people who won all the wins, right? And we got Holloway. Right, so that's all. So it's 13 fights on the card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep. All right. So there's 13 of my winners right there. And I'm gonna get it back because baseball about to start soon, right? I'm about to start that baseball stream, that early baseball stream. I want to get my out here, but those are the winners, right? This everybody that I got for the win. I'm gonna run through the parlays real quick. I'm gonna run off these winners real quick. I'm gonna run through the parlays that I drive real quick, and then we go slide on up out of here, right? So we got Chow, Aldrich, Kinoshita, Badeo, and Jokuna, Arnfield, Acosta, Ryan Spann, Caraces, Nukamara, Blanchfield, Tafa, and Holloway. There's all 13 fights. Those are all my winners. If you're asking me, right? If you're asking me where my money going, what I'm putting my money on, this is the parlay that I'm putting my money on. We got Chow, Kinoshita, Mateo, Arnfield, Acosta, Blanchfield, Tafa, Holloway. 10 when you 200 on that A-leg. My underdog of the day is Alex Caresses, right? If you want to see my underdog parlay, here we go. We got Caresses, Acosta, Badeo, right? Those 3 legs, every $5 win you 50. So that 5 when you 50, if you want to bet 10 on it, that'll win you 100, right? So this is my parlay again. I'm running back down because I'm finna get up out of here. Chow, Kinoshita, Badeo, Arnfield, Acosta, Blanchfield, Tafa, Holloway, right? And these are all my winners. Chow, Aldrich, Kinoshita, Badeo, Shetty, and Jokina, Arnfield, Acosta, Ryan Spain, Caresses, Nukamara, Blanchfield, Tafa, Holloway. You got it, man. You got it. That's what we're going with. I appreciate everybody sliding through this thing, man. Skin the Holloway Southern T. This ain't the past. This ain't the future. But just the present. This how we rocking. And I'm out. Look, make sure y'all slide over to my following stream, right? I got some early baseball hit bets that I want to put y'all on, right? Make sure y'all check out my PFL. You know what I mean? Prediction stream. That one is today that I dropped a little earlier. But Skin Holloway Southern T. This ain't the past. This ain't the future. But it's the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Love.